having for your Memorial Day. Yeah, so we don't have that here. Yeah, we don't have Memorial Day. Um, Australia tends to. I'm going to have to go up the next bar on mine to get more space. Australia tends to, because we're part of the British colony, a lot of our holidays and such are the same as UK. So that's yeah, because Australia is very much follows the British rule. So
So what's going on in the UK now? Because Lyndsay's on holiday, so is it too
yes,
much for
yes,
that,
she's
right?
having yeah, which she needs, which I'm really glad. And
Yeah, good.
there's school holidays or something there at the moment. Yeah, so we've got a few people there. Hello, I've got Cynthia Hargraves. I've got Sherry, who's from Triple Moon Goddess. I've got Bernadine. Hello, Kez, Kerry. Hello, I've also got Abdallah or Tiger. You guys might remember him. Um, so I think
Tiger.
Tiger's in the US at the moment, from memory. And there's the
Oh,
lovely
oh,
Elaine.
welcome.
Yeah, yeah, Tiger, I think, Tiger, you can confirm that. I've got a feeling that Tiger is living in the US at the moment. So now,
Guys, I have a.
so yes. Now, can you girls see any comments? So we're just doing all the setup, guys.
I can't see anything because,
You
hello,
haven't got
Mark.
your iPad.
I am
Okay.
my iPad. I
I'm
cannot.
on Facebook. I see Facebook. I
Yeah,
haven't went over to YouTube yet.
yeah. No, we'll see. If I go, hang on, if I go, sorry, if I put someone up here, hang on, if I go show, so I'm just testing out. Girls, can you see that on screen?
Yes.
You can, beautiful. So that's what we'll need to do when I can see the question things there. So I'm just making sure I got um, my right camera pose. Whoops, my right
I,
camera's in mode.
for some reason,
Um,
I have my Facebook password saved, so I can't log in at all.
oh, that's all right, darling. I'll put the questions up on screen.
Maybe
So
it'll.
we got quite a few people, which is nice. So anyone in the US, happy Memorial Day, which I've just been told. We do just choose random, and so if we miss out, I apologise in advance, but we can't sort of get through to everybody. We try. So I'm going right up the top and I'll put it on screen so you girls can see the questions at the same time. If I go show, we have Abdallah, who we are known as Tiger through Facebook friendships. Wilma, your video has gone black. I don't
I
know
know. I'll be
what's
right back.
happened. Oh, she's been right back.
Okay.
So Tiger's asking the question. He's wanting to know, will he meet his life partner in 2021? So we look at, well, that's a yes and no. So we're going to be looking at what do we need to do to make that happen, to speed up that process. Let me have a look. So, not sure, Tiger, where you went. Are you in Georgia in USA? For some reason, I keep thinking Georgia. So I'm going to start it off about what we need to do now. Bear with me, guys, because we've got three of us on screen, so I will be overlapping cards really closely. I might actually go and grab my mini cards because it'll be easier on screen. So the way I do these little spreads here, I have the moon, which is the basis of the information. This card is your negative or your positive about meeting a life partner. These three explain this one, and these two here are the outcome or the advice cards. So now I've got Abdallah, I've got the question along there, so the girls can read it because otherwise the girls don't see all your messages. But I'm just going to go off screen with that, so we don't block out the view for those who are viewing on a phone. So I'm just taking that off. So Abdullah, moon here would tell me soul's journey. When I often look at moon or stars, crosses and angels, moon is a light source. So it does tell me that change is coming. It's a lovely one because it literally means you mirror out to the universe what you want, the qualities and such that you give as a partner, and you will attract the same like as a partner. We've got ship, butterfly, and hot air balloon. Ship means it could be a bit slower, but these two here would tell me, though, beautiful transition in love, and there would tell me a love that is uplifting. So to see these two here as the advice cards, when I see a cat, it often means trust. Now, in relationships, cat there would mean you may have been scorned quite badly by a past love, so now it is time to trust people when you are looking at love again. We also have the cane. Now, cane there would tell me a mature aged person, so it's not someone that's, 20-something, because I do believe, Abdullah, you may be 40, I'm not sure, but there would tell me age-appropriate person to you. And the cane sometimes can be someone who may be a little bit older than you. Now, I don't mean that cradle snatcher type old. When I look at this, it would tell me someone that may be a little bit older, but someone who's also ready for love and without betrayal, because these two together would tell me mature love, and mature love that is trusting. So I actually look at those and say, yes, you are likely to meet them, but things you need to do is start mirroring what you want in love, but also look at the joys that love can bring. So be happy, put yourself in situations where there's more joy. It's interesting because I don't see anything here, which I know a lot of modern day relationships look at the online dating apps and things like that. These here would tell me, though, someone more, either a friend of a friend, could be somebody in passing with someone else you know because of this. And cat sometimes is about friendships. So what would you look at with that, Andrea? What do you see for Abdullah in finding love this year?
Before I pull my cards, for your cards, the moon kind of reminds me of somebody from the past coming back, or somebody from overseas from where he used to live.
Yep,
Because you have
could
that
be.
ship there. And even with my cards, it kind of looks like somebody that he once had a commitment with let me move these up, because the ring came out
Yeah.
that he's been back and forth with. Somebody that has a deep connection to him kind of looks like, let me get my angle right, sorry. Um, do you see that right? There we go.
Yep.
But I'm
No, I
seeing
can
like not
see
to
you.
really weird. I'm seeing that there's somebody that is coming back from your cards, but I'm seeing it as that he may have to weigh up the pros and the cons before he really gets too deep into things. And it looks
Ah.
like something that's going to be fun and playful at first. Um,
Mm.
I still see something, a commitment from the past that he had. It was somebody that it does look like a bond, kind of bond, but somebody that he's uncertain about back and forth with, that he's been going back and
Mm.
forth with. That's what I'm seeing.
Mm.
But I'm seeing it as of if he's going to meet somebody in 2021. I say it's a possibility. He still has to
Yeah.
in the year, so I say it's a possibility that somebody, his forever person, that he may start
Someone
get
coming
involved with.
in.
But I still
Mm.
think it's somebody from the past.
Yeah. What do you got, Wilma?
To add on to that, the charms I cast, it felt, between the 1 and the 7. So it give, in terms of how old this man may have been, the age gap, maybe 1 to 7 years is what
Yep.
I'm looking at. And then I was getting, the same thing in the charms, had the cross, the trust, the puzzle piece. So something that there was already some sort of networking. Somebody already knows him, some sort of, and then, possibly in the community or religious circle with the cross. So,
Mm. Yeah, could be too. Hang on, I'm just looking for my. Oh, there it is. So I was just looking for my mini Alice.
further would be, they've got the mittens, again, trust came up again, and that was actually a different trust charm, I believe, than the first one that came up, and the computer. So again, the computer could be something online, but again, it doesn't necessarily have to be. The computer would be just about networking. Have trust, networking, and so it's almost like handle with kid gloves, which kind of reminds me sort of a family connection.
Oh, yeah.
So I would look towards, sure that I would vet people through family and friends, and get their opinion and take things slowly. Handle things with kid gloves is my advice here for.
Is there? That. Yeah. So, which is
even with her mittens, I see something playful going on, something innocent at first.
Yeah. So
very true. Okay. Didn't you mention?
All right, so I'm just putting I'm getting my mini Alice out because of my screen. So, alrighty, hang on now. I should write down names, shouldn't I? Hang on.
You have a bunch of questions because I have one from the ether.
Yeah.
But if there are plenty of questions, you take those first.
Oh no, you put it in. I'm fine, darling. There's lots of people there. There's Anne, hang on, I'll put this on screen so we can see it. Anne Marie, your time starts at 11:46 if you want to script that down. Anne Marie's wanting to know what is happening with my employment. So it's what's going on with her work. And I do believe Anne-Marie works full-time. Anne-Marie's a fellow Aussie. So I'm just going to write down some names and stuff. Who wants to grab that? Wilma, do you want to grab that first?
I can do that. I'm going to throw some charm on the labyrinth kit. So we have Cancer on the medicine. So this tells me, first off, this is the first thing that grabs my eye. And I also noticed a squirrel. And they kind of mimic the same thing, which is self-care is needed. Cancer is caring for other people. It's a sign of nurturing. It's a moon. It represents the moon. And then, but on the medicine, to me, it says take self-care. I'm wondering, if your own health is getting in the way here. You've got the scarecrow on 1. So this could be 1 day, 1 hour, 1 week, 1 month, but it kind of feels like being hung out to dry. And it feels like, it's like you don't really know what's going on and you're just there kind of like doing what you're doing, but it's just kind of mindless. It's mindless activity, mindless work. You're, boredom for you because he just feels like his brains are melting out of his head. You've got the squirrel on money. He's just busy, he's doing what he has to do to get the job done. It seems like you want to find something where you're more in tune. It feels like it's out of tune here, out of touch. Because again, he's not happy. You've got the squirrel running around for money. Squirrels can also be scatterbrained. So I don't know if that's you or other people in the workplace being scattered and not really knowing what's going on. There can also be some hoarding of resources because squirrels tend to they're hoarder gatherers. So I don't know if there's issues with some people getting too much of the resource and other people not getting that, but with the guitar touching, it's kind of in tune, working together, and it feels like there's either too much of this, but it doesn't feel like it's working out well together. That the guitar is on the 10, so finding being in tune, finding a rhythm, 10 days, 10 months, 10 weeks. It almost feels like this goes in cycles. I don't know if you work long days, like 10-hour days, or like you work a while, a long time without getting a break, because it really feels like you need to take some time for self-care. There is the letter K here between the 8 and the 9. So I don't know, the K could be person, place, or thing. And, so I don't know how that represents for you.
It's a 2 energy.
Yeah,
it's a 2 energy. Too. Yep.
So, and between the 8 and the 9, it's almost like the frustration numerologically of getting somewhere and almost to the end, but you're still in that cycle of that 8. You're still kind of like I almost want to feel like there's almost like a backpedaling feel, but it's like you are getting forward. There's someone, it feels like there's someone that you need to talk to, take some self-care, time for self-care, and put that forward. Maybe, take some step back and, some meditation, and really decide what it is that really motivates you, because there's just a lot of busyness here without a real focus.
Is it Elvis left the building? The body's going in and out, but the brain is not.
Yeah, right. Because there's, it's just like I'm just doing it, but you're not there, but not there feeling.
The body is, but nothing else.
Yep.
Oh God, what have you got, Andrea?
So the first thing I picked up with a lady, I don't know if she has a manager or a boss or somebody in charge of where she works as a woman, because it looks like the one in charge is not paying attention to what's actually going on within the workplace, because she's facing out of the deck. But it looks like there's somebody, a coworker or something, that may be causing, I don't know if there's issues going on with a coworker, or if there's an organization or jobs not being done, or something's going on, but it looks like there's somebody that's not taking things very seriously, and it could be her, the manager itself, or whoever's in charge. But I just see it being something very toxic going on, that she has to confront and handle with care when she does it. Kind of looks like it looks like something that falls on the manager's lap that she really needs to speak up about.
Are they trying to figure out new schedules after the pandemic? That's what I'm wondering, because you have the medicine here, and then everybody's scurrying around trying to get into a rhythm with this brainless guy, and it reminds me of like trying to find new schedules and a new balance after the pandemic.
Well, they're in lockdown again, Wilma. They went back in lockdown in Australia, right, Karen?
Yeah, we are. Oh, well, it depends on the states. The state that I'm in, which is state of Victoria, Victoria is the toxic state in Australia at the moment. So no one will let us in their borders. So because we've had a big outbreak.
Well, no wonder why we have. See, you the first thing you said, you were in Australia, and I knew that you guys were under lockdown again. Cancer coming up.
Yeah.
You need to take self.
I'm not sure if Anne-Marie, you're still at the same place, but I remember from the past, Anne-Marie is a manager, and it's the nursing homes, and it's one of the large companies that own many nursing homes for the elderly right throughout Australia. So and I'm not sure if she's still there.
I wonder if she's having a hard time with her staff then, because remember I said a lady being a manager?
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
I wonder if she's having a hard time with the staff, and the staff is not really taking responsibility.
When you've got squirrels, you've got people running around, they're very busy.
Anne-Marie's Anne-Marie's just commented there, toxic workplace. So I'm just going to flip mine over. So I've got teacups. Hang on, I'll try and move this down. The teacups. Yeah, teacups is like a lot of negotiations as well. So it's almost like lots of roundtable discussions. She's got both of these on the tunnel. Tunnel itself as essential means looking at the light, which means looking at your longevity, long-term future, because it means step out of the shadows into the light, which means be seen. There would tell me it's like literally monkey on your back, responsibilities, people that probably give you the poops. And mermaid there in a workplace would tell me somebody that you may not trust, because mermaid is lovely for safe journeys. In a work environment, though, with this, because she's on the shadow side of the tunnel, it's almost like who's the devil in the blue dress? Doesn't have to be female. It can be male, but it's almost like we'll smile sweetly at you, but they're gritting their teeth behind you. The two advice cards, mask, which would tell me stay alert. Always be on watch on what is going on. The house is about our security. It's weird because I'd look at those and I can't help but sense it's like when I say voices talk to me, I am not schizophrenic, people, but I hear. So it's clear audience. I can't help but look at these as literally look at something that may be hidden in your long-term security. And you may have been there for a while, I can't remember, but they would tell me time to look at your security. Is this place the right place for you? Because to see these two here, it's like, yeah. So, which is not 100% happy with that.
Carol, we both
What's
can be monkeys.
Yeah.
So that monkey card, we both get the monkey card out of all those cards. There's definitely
And
a
we get
lot
the
of, there's
monkey.
definitely somebody in that workplace that's causing trouble too, I think.
It is. It
Or
is.
causing a lot of, yeah. And I
Yeah.
wonder because of the lockdown, if she is going through the lockdown, even if she's not going
Yeah.
through the lockdown, the
I'm not
pandemic,
sure.
if people don't want to work.
No, but Anne-Marie is in another state, and of the state, I do believe they're not in as heavy lockdown as Victoria.
yeah,
It still looks like that people don't want to work, like
Yeah.
understaffed there.
Yeah, because basically we're not allowed to do anything here. You stay in your house. We're not allowed more than 5 kilometres, which is probably about 3 miles for the people in the US.
yeah.
You know, that's it. One person only allowed to go to a supermarket. You can't go and shop there with your partners. Not allowed out to restaurants, anywhere else, no public. So basically it's food shopping and medical appointments or pharmacies, and that's it. Yeah.
We'll be back.
So
We'll be back to that again
yeah,
soon.
yeah.
We just
It's what, and the reason why I'm actually going to, I'll come through to you guys. So please do stay with us because I've written down a whole heap of names. But it was a question that we were chatting about back screen before we went live. And I know it's hitting the worldwide, and this is what's happened to us in Australia is we've had the mutant strain of COVID, which is they call it the Indian strain now because it was obviously mutated throughout India, and it's just caused mass devastation throughout India, and it's hit Australia. So, and I'm sure it's probably hit other shores as well. And the issue with the Indian strain, it's not so much as, yes, it'll make you sicker. You know, there's so many mutant strains of it now, but they're saying the toxicity of it is tenfold to what the other original COVID virus was. So they're basically saying to us, you only have to walk past the person. It's almost like a jump. So I always think like fleas will jump from a dog to another dog. And this is the
That's
thing. So, oh, look what you've got in your hand. So
yeah.
again, we're looking and thinking about this mutant strain. Go for it, Wilma.
It's these just fell out. I think it's just talking about what you're talking about. It's talking about this
Yeah.
quick transformation with
Yeah.
the fish going through large circles, going through crowds, and then the fish, interestingly enough, here is in some ways about breath. He's got bubbles coming up. He is breathing underwater,
Yep.
but the bubbles coming up there, and then we have the foot, so it's traveling there, so it's on the go.
Bubbles,
But
oxygen
it might be a
problems.
parasite too.
Yeah.
I don't think we have it here yet confirmed, do we?
No, I haven't
I
heard
don't
anything.
know. We'll see our
But I
Australian.
won't be surprised if it won't be long because mask mandate has been taken off. I know Rhode Island,
Oh.
Massachusetts, and Connecticut, right, Wilma?
So how come they've sorry, we're getting very political and topical here, guys, but it's an interesting topic. How come they've lifted the mask mandate? So does that mean people? Oh, so what? They're having a vaccine and then they're thinking that's okay. We're all vaccinated. No one needs a mask. Is that what they're
Me
doing?
working in a nursing field, I know that's bullshit, but let's not get into that because I know everybody's different opinions.
Yeah.
Different state is dealing with it differently, but essentially the CDC has said that if you're vaccinated, you don't necessarily. It's your choice to to wear a
So
mask.
made
And
it an optional. Yeah. Yeah.
you should still do it
Yeah.
or whatever, but
Yeah.
but
It is.
the states are basically saying if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. If you're unvaccinated, you still have to wear a mask. And if you have, severe
Coughs and
conditions or whatever,
colds and yeah.
so most people are still wearing them, and a lot of the stores are still requiring them, even though the governor has lifted the mandate
Yeah.
for vaccinated people.
Yeah,
They're
it's
saying
up to each store individually if you
Mm.
wanna. A
Yeah.
lot of people in the store now wear masks.
First card I pull
Well,
is mask.
all government buildings have to wear masks though.
Yeah. First card I pull is a mask. Because
oh,
like I said,
Interesting.
here in Australia, it's like wear a mask. Don't be a dill here.
I keep getting cards flipping out everywhere.
Yeah, fish is also interesting again because fish literally means a swarm of people. Fish is very seldom you see just one. It's like they swim in schools, so it means again crowd. If it's positive though, when I see a fish there, it's again, it needs the crowd support, it needs the positivity that's happening there. The camel would tell us we may struggle to get through this with this mutant strain because it means literally bumpy road ahead. The teacups is about the socialising. Interesting, the camel's pointing away from it, which means again, social gatherings are out. The ring I don't like because it literally means it's got a hold here. And child would tell me it's going to mutate again over and over and over. I don't actually like those for the strain here in Australia. And
I
I
actually
think,
got the same card as you almost.
oh my
I got
God, you've got the teacups,
the
the child.
child and I got the teacup. But the cross
Oh,
and grace came out, so I think there's gonna be some death from this and very illnesses
it
from
wouldn't
it.
surprise me at all. So I've got fish charm again. I've got
But
fairy one.
I'm also wondering if this is being carried in by birds.
Don't know. That's a thought.
Because the eagle came out.
Hmm. Eagles pay
So,
people in positions of power too. That's what's interesting there. Again, who
yeah.
is the people in positions of power that may not be transparent?
It's become
Hmm.
very politicized, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
good.
And
like
it's
home concern
interesting. Well, I've got fish
rise.
charm again. I've also got the heart, which is interesting because there's actually people having issues with heart from the COVID itself. I think it affects the heart, can do. And we've also got the fairy one, which is, I can't help but say they're dreaming. So I don't think they're going to get a hold on this in a hurry. So, okay, I'll go back to guys. Sorry, people. Now, I'm just going through, so I'll put the questions up on screen so the gals can see them. I've got, hang on, put up there. So come on. Zoe Strange, she's got a work question. Does she stay where she is? So, Andrea, do you, or whoever's ready, grab. Yeah, Zoe Strange wanting to know, well, should she stay in the job environment where she's at?
Okay.
Oops, you're dropping everything here. Right.
I mean, a really direct answer, I would say no. Only
Yep.
because I'm just seeing that there's more cons than there is pros when it comes to this. There's a lot of doubts and questions going on within the
Yep.
workplace. But this grave, I mean, the bright side of the grave is facing outside the deck. There's nothing even making this a positive. Um,
Yeah.
I just think she's got to constantly go back and forth with this if she doesn't act on it soon. I don't think she's getting anywhere with this. With this, nope.
No.
Fraud. And
There's the clincher. Nope.
there's your answer. Yep, there's your
Yeah.
nail on your coffin. I would say
Yeah.
no.
No. What do you got, Wilma?
I just used the kit and I used the pros, cons, the do this and the don't do this. For
Yep.
pros, you have the camper and the mask. For cons, you have the alligator. In terms of, this is for staying. If you stay, this alligator, you already know you're going to get chewed up. It's
Yep.
not going anywhere. The pros, you know the job. You already know what's required. You know how to tow the weight.
Toe the line.
Very clear to you. You can see, you already know it in the mask, and you know kind of how to hide. But that's the thing. It kind of feels like you literally have to hide from the alligator who himself lurks behind the surface and at any moment is going to, so you've got to like, kind of like, it's like you've got to stay under the radar so that you don't get yelled at or whatever's going on, whether it's from coworkers or bosses. Do this, dance, celebrate your passion, show off. You can't show off here, unfortunately. You have the mask, so you know what's going on, but it's almost like you can't be seen. I think you need to leave, be seen. The umbrella reminds me of Mary Poppins, of having that optimism. It also reminds me of staying prepared. Be prepared for a rainy day. So start setting things up now for the next position, because this does not look stable. It says, don't do this. We've got the heartbeat and the wagon. This wagon to me has always been the wagon that falls off the cliff, the wagon that gets unhitched from the horses. Whereas this is more of a vacation like truck and pulling the weight, and you already know what you're getting yourself into. This is more like the overload of responsibilities, and the wheels are going to fall off, and the West falls apart. So to me, like, don't get yourself overburdened with responsibilities. I would be setting yourself up for a new position. Absolutely.
That alligator makes me think that she's being watched. That she's constantly being watched
for sure.
at work.
Absolutely.
Look what I got.
Someone has been looking for a way to get rid of her.
Look what I got. I've got squirrel, which literally, again, prepares for the future. I would say grab what you can out of this job and literally look at running, because the squirrel is, yes, you've probably gained, but it would also be preparation for what you are doing in the future. This here, most people say, what is it? It's actually a 22 rifle bullet shell, and yes, it is a real bullet shell. We've also got the clock, we've got the tunnel symbol, which is also bridge, means overcoming obstacles. We've got the medicine bag, and we've got the star. I'd look at that literally and say, start looking and preparing to get out. The clock means the time is running out, so get on with it. The tunnel is, again, time for you to look forward, not look backwards. Tunnel's always interesting with career, and particularly when I see it with a star, because, well, the doctor's bag there would tell me the stress or the job role really isn't probably very good for your health, because when I say bullet shell there, it tells me a lot of stress. The star, again, would tell me when you are applying for new positions, aim a little bit higher. And because I look at that and say, you've got the skill set, be the high achiever, put the goals a little bit higher and apply for a job role that's a little bit higher than what you currently are. But I'm with the other girls there. I'd say, no, I would start looking elsewhere. It will be better for you for your long-term vision, because there would tell me lots of hostility. It's time to gain what you have and get out. So I hope that helps.
It kind of looks like she's not being appreciated at work either, because that squirrel reminds me of the expression, giving somebody peanuts, you're not giving them very much.
Oh, yes, so, true.
Kind of looks like she's not being appreciated at all. And being worked hard for it.
Yeah,
yeah. When I kind of start, like this job isn't giving you the opportunities. It's like your long-term future is not being seen here. Their long-term goals are not going to happen here.
No, it's the shadows. Yeah, it's the shadows that are not good. So let me just go on.
So I don't know if there's something else to study, learn new, refresh on something to grab yourself a new quick skill set. And this could also be the resume itself. Fatten up your resume in a good way.
I'd still say aim a little higher. So, and guys, I'll also give anyone here who's looking for work a tip, and it's only because I used to work in corporate. Well, do you know it's 5 years ago now, girls? And I know, where's that time gone? I used to work in corporate, so we would advertise job roles and so on. And I'd always, say when you are, and think about the company, and when you advertise for a job role, your pile of paper is this fat. It's like you'll get 200 plus applications for one single job role. And when you're in a management field, you're being so overloaded already in the job where there's no time to do anything. You've got this pile of resumes to go through. And so you just keep stacking them on top of each other. Now, this is totally unethical with companies, but I know they do it. Um, Anyone who has a very long surname or a name that a lot of companies can't even pronounce, it's really wrong because it's racist and it's unethical. A lot of companies will say, no way, I'm not having that name here. Imagine when I've got to announce it over a PA. And I've seen it happen, and it is really, really wrong to do so. So
I've never
if you
seen that
do,
here in America.
yeah, see, I've seen it here happen over
I
and
must be an
over.
Australia thing. They work in management and management, and
Yeah,
Roman works in management.
yeah, no, but Roman's surname's not hard. I'm talking about the ones where they're like Anagnostopoulopoulos or something like that. And I have seen some cultural names, and there's like 20 plus letters in a surname. So I'd say if you do that, shorten the first syllable of your surname. It doesn't matter what's on your driver's license, your birth certificate, and so on. Put that on your application, your shortened version. Number one. Number two, when you send off your application, don't just throw it into oblivion and think, okay, I applied for that job on Monday and I'm going to sit here now and I'm just going to wait. The moment you see a job that has, quite often they'll have a close date. They might say, we'll close on the 10th of June. Wait until that 10th of June close date. Put it in your phone reminders and things like that, and wait till the day after that close date. Fire off if you have and can through the job application process, but don't resend a resume. Just resend a short note and say, I applied for this job on the 1st of June. I'm so excited to look at this role, and I do hope that you consider me as a serious candidate. The fact that you have done that, this person with 200 applications to go through, they're going to go think, oh, I love their tenacity. And so I'm going to go flick, 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 and I'm going to pull their resume out for interview. So step number one. Step number two, when you get that interview, whether it's one person or whether it's three that you have to interview in front of, ask them each for their business card, because 9 times out of 10 that business card will have an email address on it. That is like a movie ticket, and it means when you finish your interview, the next day or the next morning, send off again. Thank you so much for taking your time out in your busy day to meet with me. Again, I'm so excited about the job role and the opportunities. The whole idea of the game is you need to stay on top of this 200 pile. So if it's one thing I can give you, anybody who's looking for work, is do listen, please, because it's that old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the most oil. And what it actually means is the one who's constantly in the background going squeak, 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 they're going to get the attention. So let's get the attention. So
Well, what they're doing here in America now is it's mostly recruiters. So once the recruiters find somebody, an applicant, they send it over, but there's no direct contact to who's doing the hiring. Like for Roman works for corporate. He does all the hiring for pharmacists in the East Coast and the West.
Yeah,
So he does
but
all the hiring,
even
but nobody can call him directly. It's all recruiters.
yeah, but even with the recruiters though, because there's a lot of them like that here, and you go through the online thing. Even with a recruiter though, still keep your politeness, the emails, the openness, because again, a recruiter's still going to go and see these 200 applicants. So whoever it is, stay on top of. So
I can say, whoever's in America looking for a job right now, this is the time to actually go because nobody wants to work because the
because of
pandemic,
virus.
unemployment still paying extra.
Yeah.
Roman says he has so many people that apply, and when they do the interview, they decline the jobs because they get, the extra money on unemployment. So now's the time to actually get the job before all the people, everybody else starts going out. Even nursing. I have nursing friends that hire nurses. They have a shortage of nursing. Oh, a huge shortage of nursing.
Gosh. Now I've got a question up there from Jessica Buttigieg. I hope I pronounced that right, Jessica. She's saying, morning, everybody. She wants to know what the month ahead holds for her. So I've just cast some charms. We've got the dress symbol. Hang on, I'll bring them up in my tray. We've got the dress symbol, which literally means the self, the person. It's about the feminine qualities. You've got lobster, you've got the dream catcher, you've got passport, the car key, and the flower. A month ahead there, yes, passport would mean travel or international travel, but your car key would tell me no, localised travel, not international. And the reason I say no, we've got the lobster or the some people call them crawfish, but that there would tell me, yes, you may dream about bit longer travel than what you are, but there would tell me hang on to your pennies, because it literally means hanging on to what you got and enjoying things that are softer and more delicate around you. Car key there is direction, which again would tell me you know what's ahead of you. Lose the idea of long-term transport here. Still, I'd say prepare for them in the long haul, but not in the immediate month. Flower is beautiful, so is to see the dress, because it would tell me their friendship, good people that are around you, sheer gratitude. So your month ahead there, it's almost like I'd say start preparing for a long-term trip, but it's not the time to do it. Now, you must be in Australia, Jess. I can't remember. Your name sounds familiar, so you may have been to see me. I'm not sure. So what do you got, Andrea?
I kind of, because you said travel, I kind of think that maybe she's setting herself up for a trip somewhere, even though it's local, because I get the ship here and hence
Yeah.
about taking time out and kind of taking time for herself. That mountain, I also see some kind of challenges coming up her way for the
Mm-hmm.
month, within the month. But I mean, everybody knows when I mountains for me, and you say it too, just because the mountains say you can always get around it. So it's not something that's too big that she can't overcome, because she can overcome it.
Yep.
I think it's just looking for another route to overcome whatever challenges she does, another solution to it. Um, let's see, I'm gonna pull another card. That lion, I don't know. I'm feeling something legal, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong
Mm.
because it's not the legal thing. Not legal in the sense of,
Andrea, look
lawyers
at my
and court, but kind of like something with documents that she really has to, I
yeah.
don't know, something
Look at my cards though. I think do you see the same legal thing I'm seeing? Maybe? I don't know. I'm seeing a
like, let me see.
celebration here that could
Mm.
be legal. You
Oh,
see that?
yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at your thing
So I
now.
don't know.
So I'm wondering if that's what it is, a volcano, like a lawyer or somebody or something representing her, or I don't know.
Mm.
I just feel legal. Like Wilma says, something
Mm.
celebration also. Or it could be
Yeah.
a delay in it because of the mountains here.
Could be.
I don't
What do
know.
you
Yeah.
think,
Feeling,
Wilma?
I mean, something coming to light or coming to surface, but I'm just seeing this as a good month in general. I see a lot of joy. You've got the ring that's positive going towards the man. The light, it feels like something's coming out, and I'm kind of getting this kind of celebration, joy, and I'm not sure if it's directly you or if it's somebody you know. And this could actually, I want to say like a possible engagement, but I don't, I'm not sure if it would be in your circle or something that,
Mm.
but even with engagement, it could be like something like a celebration of a new baby, some sort of new family um, anniversary, something going on. Just the
Or maybe
family,
a
because
finalization of a divorce. That could be a positive thing.
long,
Ah, Jessica,
long
so you're a local girl to me. She's just said she's seen me here. Um, that's, yeah, that's interesting. So you're a local girl. I was going to say the name sounded familiar. So now I'm just going back up my, gosh, I didn't realize there's so many in the queue. Now I'm just going back up my line.
and I've got the heart. Yeah, I'm seeing this is a very good month,
It
very
is.
happy month.
Bernadine Spilsbury Bishop, she says if I get selected, she's been with a partner now for the year. What does the future together look like? So I laid out. Oh, this is nice. Okay, we've got tree. Okay, let me have a look. Tree is very good because it literally means growth, and I like it because tree is stable. So it often means firm foundation. It's family. which is really nice. And I don't know whether the partner has children or a family, but that is a lovely symbol to seeing strength and growth in family. And I don't mean rocker babies. So we have tent, we've got eagle, and we've got anchor. Tent here is pointing away, and so is the eagle, which tells me you've gone past that initial phase, because eagle literally eats the tent, which tells me strength and power. Eagle very protective as well too, and tent is like, think of a warm blanket that's thrown over you. Someone is protective, and I can't help, again, I hear it's like you've got is a true man's man, not what do they call them, the metrosexual Nancy boy. They would tell me you've got strength and a good strong male. The anchor here again means stable, secure. The mask here in the mermaid, I'm just going to take that off screen so you can see that. The mask in the mermaid, I can't help but feel is whether it's your ex-partner or his ex-partner, it's almost like keep an eye out, because the mask tells me they could pop up in your pudding and you might think, what the hell? But it's often there is just keep your eyes open. What do you got?
I've got unload those extra passengers. Interestingly, you brought up the X, and it's just like, the other people need to shove off. But this does look good. It almost looks like, focus on the togetherness rather than individual.
The extras.
Don't lose yourself in the process, but you also need to focus on being on the same page and feeding being on the same page rather than falling into the control. But this I think this looks positive for finding a direction together that's fruitful and kind of romantic and a little bougie.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you see the wine glass, that's a little ooh la la. In the steampunk deck, in the steampunk deck, we don't have a dancer card, and dancer would usually tell me about the body-to-body area, and we won't say any more, but the wine glass is the same. It's a few drinks, togetherness, and where does it lead?
And it leads to fertility in the grapes. But I mean,
what have you got, Andrea?
So I shuffle the cards with intentions of what's going to happen with the year, because I never do future because of free will. I don't know. I never get the right cards for that. But I'm wondering if she's a little bit dominant, or if he's dominant in this relationship, because this dog facing the butterfly makes me think that something has to change within the year, or something has to merge. Because this process, like, there's going to be little issues coming up because of somebody being too dominant or too loud or too, I don't want to say outspoken, because that's so 1920s outspoken. I don't know. So it looks like somebody's a little bit more dominant and loud. It's going to take, I say, be patient with the hourglass. Love, I think, will grow. And things, whether there's an issue going on now with the relationship or not, I'm not sure. I don't want to assume anything, but this tombstone makes me think that you'll see the light of it, and things will come to the light. And I also see the relationship kind of taking a turn for the better, if that makes sense. Frog makes me think that she's kind of back and forth with this relationship, but she's kind of undecided. And I don't know if that's true or not. She doesn't have to answer that, but I think she just really needs to take her time and be patient. Yeah, let things grow the way it's supposed to happen. Let growth take place.
There's
but
lessons
Karen,
in growth.
Yeah, there is. Karen, with your tree card, I'm wondering if she's going to meet some family of his.
Well, could be. I don't know. I don't know.
Because she's been with him for a year, so you figured maybe this family that she hasn't been connected to yet, and that she might
connect to more of them. Yeah, connect to more of them. Could be too.
Reminds me of The Bachelor. Like, I see, like,
it's
very
rose. She deserves a rose.
It's lovely though. I'm really happy. Yeah. So I have. Sorry, Wilma, go for it.
I'm gonna have to ditch out. The fireworks are starting here, which is gonna start to get real loud, and I'm gonna have to wrap up. figure out some peace for my dog and myself for the evening.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, I
So
Go
it's
and
best
protect
my way.
Bergen. Yeah, go and
start.
protect Bergen. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
All
I'll
right.
see you
Thanks,
later.
darling. Thank you so much, Wilma. So,
Bye.
lovely work. Talk to you later.
All right. Later. Thank you, everyone. It was an honor to read for everybody.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Wilma.
No,
Oh,
I'm
wait.
not sure it'll drop out. Hang on. There we are. There's only you and me, Andrea. So, I've got on. Oh, look, she's got Bergen. And how are your babies? Because Andrew's got dog puppies. And they're so cute.
They're fine. I
They're
would
all
bring
right.
you the airport, but I'm used to the
Oh,
loud noise.
so they're used to the noise. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a question up there. Sandra Rubio. She just wants to know what's ahead for her. So, all right, we got monkey. There, child, balloon. So, monkey here is often about joy, fun. Yes, it can be sometimes watch your back. It's not surrounded. I don't see it as a negative though here, because we haven't got the grave or the sword or the cross or the yucky things. So the monkey literally means there's some fun stuff that's coming. And when I see an hourglass, it tells me it's about time. This is what I find interesting here though. Mushroom is often about our health and well-being, and it's a natural product, would tell me again, look and do everything for your inner wellness, but in a naturopathic way. And there it's often about look and start with diet. What are you actually doing? The eagle here, so it's like I said, voices talk to me. I can't help but think something from your father's side, the paternal side, because an eagle there literally would tell me legs and feet. But eagle is a male domination card, which tells me something very strong through your father's side of the family. Keep an eye on with your health and well-being there. The balloon there would tell me something like to do with either lungs or respiratory, because it's airways. Child there would tell me you may have literally had something as a child, but it could pop up again. I don't know why I keep feeling this is around your health area. Tree, family, rose, again, natural things. I actually think your month ahead is start looking at your inside wellness, but also something to do from your father's side of the family. Don't see it as major mayhem, not with those, but it's just like, yeah, start doing a little bit of care for you and everyone else can bugger off. So what would you see, Andrea?
My cards kind of mimic what you just said here. I mean, you got the angel and your mouse. So, mouse, I wonder if she's having an issue, if she's going to have issue with some kind of anxiety or elevated stress. But I see some good news coming out of that. So I don't know if she's being treated or seeing somebody regarding that, or if she's having stress and anxiety from the unknown or something that she's not sure is going to happen. The ring makes me think that things are going to come together for her, so not to really stress too much about it. And I also say this
Yeah.
has to do with a male.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? Like I said, I often hear voices, which I know sounds really random,
And there's a
but
card,
yeah,
there's a health card back and forth with the health card. So,
same thing. Yeah,
yeah.
interesting. Now, I'm just, hang on, I'm trying to not lose my thing. Sherry's comment on our COVID, she said the mild COVID long haulers was mild COVID activated. The Epstein-Barr virus relapse, which takes forever to go away. These people think it's COVID long haul, but it's EBV, Epstein-Barr virus is glandular fever. Yeah, that's interesting to
Interesting.
see. Yeah, but the king haulers don't actually know this. John's also here. It says Hawaii is also planning mask off. So, John's pick a card reader who lives in India because of her husband caught COVID. Oh, geez, that's a worry. It is a major worry. I've just asked a comment there. I've got the lovely Connie Brown. And lovely Connie Brown, I actually sent you a message the other week and I didn't hear back from you. And the reason is I have something that I found that is red and has Greek gods all around it and symbols inside it. So we know what we're talking about. And because Connie asked me about one of my fortune teller teacups. Yeah, so, and I actually found one. So, Connie, you need to contact me before it goes. I actually think I listed it in the Etsy store. Yes, I'll show you because there's one sitting right beside me. And I'm sure it was Connie that asked me, and it was this. Isn't it just stunning? It's the Greek
Oh, that's
gods.
pretty.
Yeah, and the Greek gods, the Grecian gods around them. Um, it's an interesting one because the
I think
gold.
you showed that to me before.
Yeah, it's interesting because all the gold on this is a matte gold. There it's shiny, and that's the gold on teacups is 24 karat gold. So yeah, and I know Connie asked me. Yes, it was Connie. I knew you were the one that asked for it. I think I actually put it in the Etsy store. I can't remember. If it haven't, message me. Now, what else have we got here? So I'm just going through. I'd seen a couple. Sorry if I'm trying to grab people. Let me just flicking through the messages. Sorry, guys, I got sidetracked there. Ray Louise has got. Hang on, is that it? Ray Louise. Career and finances. So we'll grab one or the other. So one leads to the other, actually, because then she's put their finances aren't great at the moment, studying,
Hey,
trying to
where are you?
start a
Are you on
business.
YouTube? I just switched over to
She's
YouTube. Are you on
on,
YouTube?
she's through Facebook, and I've just put the message up on screen, Andrew. Yeah, she's got, hang on, there was a second message, it's a bigger one. It just says, finances aren't great at the moment, studying, trying to start a business and explore volunteering to work with Indigenous communities, anything coming to finally shift the finances. Okay, so what's coming about the finances? Right, so there would tell me some of the stresses leaving you. That darn monkey, he loves to come out today, doesn't he? So the balloon here would tell me the pressure that has been rising will slowly dissipate. You've got tree, which means again family. So working with Indigenous communities there would tell me it's not just one person, it's like a whole bunch of people. Peacock here would tell me though you need to flaunt yourself a lot more when looking and applying for jobs. Not sure if you were with us earlier. If not, go back in the video where I spoke about when applying for a job. But there would tell me flaunt your skill sets a hell of a lot more than what you're doing. Your tunnel is a good one because the light is pointing that way, which tells me again something positive is coming to light. The monkey here would again tell me it is a cautionary symbol sometimes, which means don't believe everything that you see there. You know, beware of the tricksters, as they say. So if someone's given you a long, convoluted story about looking for a job or they keep going around it, learn to listen to this. You are much higher intelligence than a lot of people are realizing. You yourself are not realizing. Fish is a brilliant card for money, luck, and abundance. I actually think you will get the job you need, and it will be involved with family structure. But this peacock is screaming, flaunt yourself, girl. Get out there and flaunt. Dancer, celebrations. That's what we call our shadow card. It's one that's on the bottom. So what have you got?
I didn't do a hard question. I went to Vicky. I don't know why I went to Vicky right away,
Hang
but
on.
I went to
Sorry.
Vicky. I
Yeah.
thought doing every other question now because
No. Her question I've just put on screen. She's been studying. trying to start a
Ooh, that's a
business,
big
which
thing.
is a real tough time to try and start a business, but she's also exploring working with Indigenous communities as volunteer work. And she's needing a shift in the finances.
Okay. So she wants to know if finances are going to get better with this.
Yes, yeah.
That monkey card makes me think there's, um, I think things will start to get better. I think it's going to take a little time, but the tree's the end result here, and that stability that's going to grow from it.
Mm.
Um, but I also think that there's something that she really needs to, because of the monkey, there's something that she really needs to look at and really pay attention to. Because I think there's something going on where, which is causing the shift, and I think that's what she really has to focus on right now. But I think eventually things will become a little bit more stable for her.
I do too. And it's good to
Yeah,
see the cherries because cherries
yeah,
are
there's
often
something
about
huge coming from that.
opportunities. And
Yeah.
cherries is a beautiful symbol of multiple opportunities, not just one. So any fruit or vegetable symbol in tea, coffee, any type of tasseography or symbolic, um, even if that was a potato picture on that card, it actually means great luck and abundance. So, which is really, really quite
Even
nice
with
to
monkey,
see.
monkey's a very intelligent being, so she has
Huge,
the intelligence to kind of make things go the way that she needs them to go for herself.
absolutely.
I think she has to look within and really dig deep and within. But I
Yeah,
think things are going to start
absolutely.
coming more stability for her, starting to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've got a Julie Morris. She's wanting to know
Well,
if
before we
there's
go to
any.
Julie, I saw Vicky's question. I posed to Vicky already about
Oh,
her move.
okay. So,
Oh,
all
you
right,
told
hang
me
on, I'll
that
get that.
today I got her card.
Yep.
Vicky, I think things will end up eventually go smoothly, but I think in the beginning, there's something that you really need to look at, something underneath the surface going on, because this mermaid is about something underneath the surface that will come up, that you'll have to take care of. That came about support. So I think you have the right support during the move to help you to do the move. And things, the butterflies about great transformations and new beginnings coming your way. So overall, I think the move will go well. Will it go smoothly? I don't think as smooth as you want it to go smooth, but I think it'll get to where it has to get. If that makes sense to you. But expect some issues, but not major issues.
No, good. I had, hang on, what have I got? Yeah, Julie Morris just wanting to know, is there any life changes? So I'm gathering that's in any area. So let's have a look at what the area is. Bird is about communication. Think of a bird, think of natta, 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 natta. So hang on, that bloody monkey. We say bloody here in Australia like you guys would use the word damn. So when I say that
Oh,
damn monkey, we say that bloody monkey. It's just an Aussie slang thing. So the bird is communication, but he is pointing away, which tells me there may be someone that you are probably trying to distance yourself from. What's ahead of you, I'd say, yes, slowly distance yourself from, because the bird as chatter is pointing away. If he was down here somewhere, would tell me increase in conversation. I'll just take the question down so you can see me. The book, tent and monkey. Paperwork, documents, something though that's in passing because that is temporary cover. So it's like protecting yourself in and around paperwork or document, books or anything of the written word. So it can be snail mail as in a physical letter, but they could also be email because it means something that someone's had to write or dictate. The monkey here again is think smart, think wise, use your intelligence around this. I can't help but it's those three together. It's almost like you're someone trying to hoodwink you in signing a contract or doing something that you really don't want to do. Because that there would scream at me and say, think outside the box when it comes to this. Butterfly and house is beautiful because it means uplifting things, changes, in around the home and the family. And they're lovely when they look together because it means lots of joy, beautiful things and people in around the home and the family. So what have you got for Julie, darling?
Trying
Yeah,
to find,
Julie.
is she on YouTube?
She's just wanting, she's through the Facebook one. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
just
Okay.
wanting,
I keep going back and
yeah.
forth. Okay.
Yeah, she's just wanting to know if there's any life changes. When I put her up on screen, can you actually see that, Andrew? Does that
It's so
show?
small. My eyes are so bad. I can't really
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, that's all right, because I'm blind as a bat anyway, so that's why I put it up there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we haven't got many people in our room now. Everyone's abandoned us. So we've got a captured audience, Andrew.
Your Karen, look, the monkey came out again. Your
Oh, that
cards, my
bloody
cards,
monkey.
mimic each other. I feel the same way with you about somebody trying to hoodwink. Because we got the lion and we got the mountain. It looks like somebody's trying to, yeah, I don't see somebody being very nice right now. Like their intentions are not really nice right now. A lot of manipulations. Look, the scales, which exactly what you said is where I'm going
It
to stick
is.
to with my
It's
card.
but it's interesting because you've got the mermaid monkey and the scales, which again is
Yeah,
something to do with obligations, legal binding, financials, contracts. Again, someone trying to take advantage of you.
somebody's trying to throw her off balance, completely throw her off balance here.
Isn't
And
that
it's definitely, I think
interesting?
it's a lion would tell me male.
And so
Somebody
does
that she
dog.
probably, somebody that she probably trusted or does trust.
Mm, that's
But that
interesting.
lion's looking at the mountain, so that tells me the intentions are not kind to either
Divided.
throw her off, or challenge her.
It's almost like divided loyalty.
Yeah,
Because it's, yeah, again, you've got your loyalty sitting behind your lion, and then lion's looking at mountains. So it's almost like
it's a male card.
divided loyalty. It's a male. So,
Yeah, definitely a male.
yeah.
The male card just pulled.
So just use that monkey to your advantage and think outside the box. Now Sherry had asked me about the map with the alphabet on it. I'll just show you guys. This is my new latest system, and it's called Labyrinth Through Time, Unlocking Your Destiny. This is the book. And in the book, it's also got another side, I'll show you that. What I've done in the book was I have gone literally step by step on how to use in a visual, in a booklet. And then everything I've done in this booklet, though, people who buy this get automatically enrolled in a private video that is a visual instruction to it. So now it comes, I'll just show you, it comes in a tin, it is a screw lid tin, and I'll show you all the bits and pieces that come with it. So it has a 12-sided dice we use. It also comes with an amethyst pendulum, see, proper amethyst. It comes with cards. This is a whole divination in one tin. The cards are divided up into two sections. We have picture cards and then we have word cards. And our word cards, I've gone for placements. So we've got 3, 6, 12, do this, don't do this, pros, cons, hopes, fears, what is hidden, and so on. So, and these are all used together. I've put the charm kits with this optional because there's a lot of people who already have charm kits. They don't come standard with the charms, they are an optional extra. And the mat is made in the beautiful spandex. And what it is, and spandex is washable, foldable, and like I said, that stays squashed up in my tin and it doesn't crease. But it's not just this side, it also has a general reading side. So, and there's, you can generals, you can do either a scatter to see what division it lands on, or you can go a couple of charms on each and so on. I've created this side to, it is very big reading, and you cast charms. We start in our center because this is all about unlocking your future, your destiny. But the key also, this is where we use our pendulum, when we are wanting to connect to people who have passed. So it's in the booklet and how we do all that, but it is a very big kit, and there's, I think I worked it out, it's like 6 divination systems all in one. Yeah, so I'm hearing a buzz in my ear, I've got no idea. Can anyone hear a buzz, or is that me? Oh, it
I don't
stopped
hear
now.
anything.
No, it's all right. It's in my ear, not anyone else's. Yeah.
Oh, I don't hear it
So
yet.
that's what that is. So,
Yeah,
and
you
it
got the
all
twist
fits.
tie, so it won't come off in
Yeah.
anybody's. If you put it in your purse, it's not going to come
Well,
undone. Unless you
yeah.
unscrew it.
It's why I put it all
Love
in
it.
with the screw lid, because I didn't want the cards and things or the charms, if people put them in there, to go flying out everywhere. So because it does use all of these components, and even your dice comes into it as well, and it all just goes in a travel kit. Oops. And you just throw it in your bag and nothing comes out. So now let me just have a look. Oh, I've just seen a comment there. Elaine says to me, she says, last time I said Scott, who is Elaine's son, was changing something new with his job. Well, he did some new courses and now he's still working on site and doing other stuff. That's fabulous. Thanks, Elaine. It's really good to see. There's a few questions I'll just try and grab at random because we've been here over an hour and I'm not sure if Andrea's sitting. I know I stand because I'm so short, or as Andrea calls me, is a duck ass. I know, she calls me a duck ass. I know, it's good.
But you're cute.
A duck ass. I'm 5 foot nothing. A duck ass.
5 foot nothing.
Patty D wants to know, will Mark offer the use of his townhouse in Florida for a vacation in
I
July?
lost it.
So Patty D, will Mark offer the use of his townhouse in Florida for a vacation? I'm just using the cards only out of the Labyrinth kit. So we're just going to again have a look. You got moon, bell, anchor, house, there's the house, the bat and the ring. I'll just take it off screen there. There would tell me, yes, you got high likely that he will. We've got the moon, which means, again, something that comes to light. The bells means a crowd or a discussion amongst people. Anchor is about security, and you've got the house. I don't know if he's family or friendship, but you've got house and anchor. And you've also got bat and ring. I know this sounds really manipulative, but bat is often use your powers of manipulation to achieve what you are looking for. And the ring there would tell me too, keep asking. It's almost like don't nag him, but I would say find the ways around your power to get what you want. What's on the bottom? Key. That's so funny when you think of a house. What do you got?
Let's see. I got
It's
oh,
for
on my
Patty
card.
D. Yeah, she's wanting to know. Yeah, she's wanting to know, will Mark let her have the house for holiday in July in Florida?
I think he will too, but I'm not sure if there's some kind of responsibility that's going to be placed on her because it looks like a lot of responsibility is going to have to she's going to have to be responsible for. And it looks like kind of like Mark is having doubts about that, but overall, I think it's going to happen. I just think there's going to be a lot of responsibility. So I know when I used to rent out my vacation home to people, they were
Mm-hmm.
responsible for a lot of things, like the cleaning, the linen, bringing their own dishes, and everything like that. So that could be the responsibilities that might be placed upon you, and making sure it's clean when you leave. So that could be what
Yeah,
this is saying too, a responsibility.
yeah.
Um,
But we're not getting no's.
I'm
I
not,
don't
yeah, I'm
see
not
any
getting it. No,
no. No,
yeah. I mean,
no.
tornado right here. There
Mm,
might be some drama coming up from it, but I don't see a no.
mm.
I do see
No, I'm
drama, but I
not
don't see a
seeing
no.
no's either. Yeah, I'm not seeing no's either. So, which is interesting. So, which is good. I do like that. So I'm
Yeah.
just going through here. Monique, hang on, I'll put this on screen. Monique, I think it's Sapiro. I'm sorry if I've balls that up. She wants to know what's happening with her relationship with Joel. So I used to work with Joel. He was a lovely fellow. Let me have a look. I'm just mixing these into the pile. Okay, so what will happen with your relationship with Joel? So we're looking where this is heading. Okay, so, oh, that's actually very nice, Monique. Oh, wow. You got brilliant cards here. Hang on, I'll just turn that off. Sun here tells me you're heading into positivity. It's actually a really lovely symbol because it means they're out and about in public. Think of sun upon your face, show. House is actually very nice, and like I don't know how long you've been together, but House and Bell there would tell me, are you both considering cohabitating together? If you are already living together, they would tell me celebrations within the home. The mirror here again would tell me, show Joel your true self and he will reflect back to you. A mirror is often put your best self first. And I don't mean as in prettying up and hair and makeup and all of that jazz. There it often is your best self, your best version of you. It's like don't hide any part of you. Telephone is communication, and the bat there again is intellect or intelligent. I'd look at this and say you've got good lingo going on together because I'd say he can stimulate your mind, not just the body and all the other senses. But these here are very important when I see those because House and Bells would tell me some sort of announcement that's coming up. I just want to have a look here. You've also got the tennis racket, which is literally back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Handcuffs there would tell me cup the love gently, not harsh. A very odd saying, it was when I was only a child. I was only 9 when my paternal grandmother died, and she was such a wise woman, and she actually was a clairvoyant. And handcuffs, she always reminds me of what my Nana Lucy would say. She'd say, cup love gently in your hands like sand. If you cup sand gently, it will not fall through. If you hold sand tight, it will run through your fingers. And I can't help but see that there is cup love gently, not hold fast. Your lizard here again would tell me you both need more chill time, which it's almost like relaxation in the sun. I see these here as quite good. So what have you got, Andrea?
I'm not sure if her and Joel are, or she's discussing fertility because it looks like this talks about fertility or producing. So I don't know if that's the case going on with them. But the camera will be showing me that things take things a little bit slower. So again, I don't know how long she's been with Joel or what's going on in the relationship, but something's moving a little too quickly, I think.
Yeah.
But there's definitely love there because the man is looking right at the heart, and there's definitely a strong, deep connection between her and Joel. I just think things going to take a little longer to develop between her and him, and I
Slow.
think it's fertility. I don't know if she wants kids or she's talking about reproducing.
Men looking at
That's
the
what I'm
half
thinking.
heart. Men looking at the half
Well, it could be
heart.
finances too. Or it could be something about sharing finances. I don't even know if any of they're living
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but a man looking at the heart, but he's on the half heart side with the curtain, which is he needs to probably express himself a little bit more on the emotions.
Yeah.
So that's where I would see that is he needs to express himself a little bit better.
Is she on right now? I'm wondering if this is a new relationship. Could be your cards and my cards look like it's only like a matter of less than a year together.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just having a look and see. I can't see. I'm not
I'm
100%
just
certain.
curious. I mean, she doesn't have to answer if she doesn't want to, but I'm just curious. It just gives a
Yeah,
little better direction on how to read the cards when we know a
it
little bit more
is.
information.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying, I don't know if they're still with us there. There's a lady or a man called Ravinda Kungwani. I want to know if Lupton will pay me. So we're looking there. Will she get paid? Hang on, which way am I up? Book tells me impeccable paperwork you need to do. These here, I'd say you need to. It's like you, what do they say? Pulling teeth, they used to say. Book here would tell me, though, you need to keep at it because book means what is it that they're hiding? Because it's almost like something that's closed. I can't help but feel and hear it's almost like you need to start. It's like going public with something because bells is often about public, which means approach, not just looked and I don't know what's a person or a company, but scream a little louder because they would tell me no, be a little bit more strength in your what they've got to do. If they owe you money, show the validity of them owing you money. Anchor there would tell me good security, so I would say yes, but it's like it's getting harder. The moon again is changed, but the moon's facing away, which is almost like what are they hiding from? So I'll just get that there. Pipe here would tell me there's an older male involved, and it's interesting. Rose is a mature age female, so it's almost like there's both a male and a female, but they are mature age. So it's not 20 something; it means usually over 40s. That's involved here. I just want to have another one here. Particularly on spells, because I keep feeling here it's like you need to go through different channels or through other channels. Medicine bottle or the series of threes. Medicine bottle is often means the balance, and when I say the series of threes, it's body, mind, soul. It's also in Christianity, it's Father, Son, Holy Ghost. In the spiritual world, we all, as we say, is as above, so below are we, which is central. I can't help but hear there is you need to do something more and either call upon the guides, but you need to do this. Even if you explain to them that you need this money and it could be literally for your entire well-being. I'm not saying no, but I am saying it's like rather messy and they keep putting things off. What do you got, Andrea?
I'm seeing the same as you. It kind of looks like she has to take a different approach. Deepak
Yeah.
is showing me that she may be a little bit too soft with it. She has to be a little bit more firm. Because if you
Yep.
notice the peacock here, when the peacock gets upset and it really confronts somebody or something that they feel threatened with, they open their feathers.
They
And I think she
do.
really needs to take a non-soft approach and really show that she's really stern and she's really serious about this and that he has to pay her. Because this
I would
tent makes
too.
me think that he's going to keep delaying her and putting her back on the back burner. And keep
Yeah,
trying to, yeah, give her excuse after excuse.
it is.
But
I
this
do
lion
too.
is definitely about being strong, being forceful, and being loud.
Think of a woodpecker, be persistent until they've got no option. And
Yeah,
that's the thing
definitely.
is, yeah, keep pushing it, keep pushing it. Yeah.
Even with
So
lion's always my symbol of attorney or somebody that can represent you. Even if there's somebody involved with Karen said, do it because I think if you just
yeah,
let it be a little bit soft about it and not put your foot down and be really stern, that he's going to keep
yeah,
delaying things for you. I don't see a no
yeah.
either. I just see the less you're more really stern about it,
Mm,
the less you're
yeah.
going to get quick.
Connie Brown is asking, um, is there love coming her way? So, and Connie's so beautiful. She's been with us all the way through. Gosh, I wish we had millions of subscribers, Andrew. So
You're
we
what?
have. I said I wish we had lots and lots of subscribers. Would be really good. We
Well,
have
you have more
come.
than I do. I'm only on 100.
Um,
I've left
Connie's
my
asking, Connie's asking about will love come her way? The tunnel actually tells me yes, it is, because it means there where you are moving forward, and it's like a beautiful light that is coming. Tunnel is a card that often means, though, show your face. Don't just sit back in the front porch and the pizza guy comes and goes and you don't put yourself out there. Tunnel is about showing you, show your beauty, show all of you. But it is a lovely sign that tells me love, yes, is coming. And tunnel's often very long term because it means not somebody who's just passing through. If it was a butterfly, I'd say passing through. The key here would also tell me again, the answer is lies in your hands, and key is again, open the doorways of opportunity. Key when we're looking at love too, though, would tell me do not entertain anyone from the past. It's like literally don't reopen that revolving door to anyone who may come knocking. So it means a new doorway, not an old one. The ship here again, ship is a water sign, it is slow. So it does mean something that is coming, though, is a little bit slower than what we would like. House here would tell me again, someone, home, family, security. Scales and money, it's funny, then too, it's almost like a prenup, which means protect your money. Look, and I always say that, and like we don't have a great deal, me and Linus ourselves, but we only had this laughing joke the other day, and I said we've been together 34 years, and I'll be damned if anybody's going to come along if I passed or if he passed to encroach on what we've worked together. So there would tell me though, it's like a prenup or protect what is yours. So I'd look at that and say, when love comes, don't share your money. Whether it's just your wage, do not allow anyone else any control in what you already have, because it's protecting your investments, protecting also what's the most valuable to you. And that could be just a coin collection, but it just means make sure the line is written in the sand nicely. So what do you got for Connie?
So as I was shuffling, I did it with the intentions within 12 months. See where we
Okay.
get within the 12-month frame. I don't really see love within the 12-month frame. Not saying it's not going to come. What I'm seeing is how it looks kind of like she's kind of like sheltering herself a little bit. I don't know, Connie, if you get out often or if you're really taking an approach and kind of approaching somebody that you find interesting. This kind of looks
Mm,
like within time things will happen to be patient with the hourglass, but the tower is makes you feel like you're kind of like hiding yourself. You're not showing
yeah.
yourself as much as that you should be. Peacock again, show your
Mm,
personality, show your side of you. You're holding back. Mermaid, don't be afraid to flirt. To really open yourself. But frog kind of makes me think that you have a certain list of what you're looking for, and it's okay to have that. But I think maybe lower your list a little bit because I think your list you keep going back and forth, looking for what we call standards. Um, maybe lower your standards a little bit. I don't know if you have. I'm not saying you have high standards, but I think be
yeah.
open. Just be open to who you meet.
Yes,
You'll be
I think so.
surprised. When I met my current fiance, he was absolutely the opposite of what I wanted. He's much younger than me. He was always supposed to be a boy toy because I just got an 8-year relationship, and we've been together for almost 18 years now, living together. So um, you'd be surprised what happens when you don't, when you just open yourself up. You find love in the weirdest
Mm,
place, weirdest areas too.
yeah.
I think it'll come. I just don't think when the first 12 months, I think she just really has to reevaluate what she really wants and really show herself a little bit more, be a little bit more confident.
Yes. So that's good. I'm just trying to go through. There's a couple of people there, and sorry if I've missed you there. We have, I'm just laying out here. I've got Anne Ivor. Could we take a look and see if there's communication and romantic development from my love interest man? So it's somebody she is interested in. So we have to look here of what you need to do to take the interest a level higher. So we can just have a look about it. So we'll just look, and that's for Anne Ivor. Let me have a look.
It's kind of wild since we've been doing readings together. I know several people don't. I've never seen on here before.
Yeah. So connection
Wow.
with romantic development. So, and this is where. So what do we need to do to enhance this? Well, that's nice when you see a ring. Ring is there again. Show the valuable you. If it's a love interest and not actually an actual one at this stage, hang on, I'll just take. Hang on, how do I take the question off? I've got to try and take it off now. Hang on. That's the one, is it? No, we go hide there. Because it's not in the actual relationship at this stage, we're looking at is what do you need to do or make this a more attractive option to this love interest that you have. Ring there would tell me show the valuable self, and ring means beautiful and consistent. I would also somehow learn to express that you are in this and want somebody by your side for the long term. You're not just after a fling or a weekender. The book here would tell me too, though, express your intelligence as well. Chair, again, is comfort. So again, I look at that and say you may need to step out of your comfort zone. And I would look at that and say, don't be afraid to, yes, go that little bit harder. Fish here again is about, God in love, I always think of plenty more fish in the sea. But fish again means good abundance and luck energy around you. If this is a connection around a friendship circle, I would look and say, don't just sit back on the sidelines. I would say, come forward a little bit more. You've also got the house and the rose. All of these here are beautiful cards together and also independently, because it means show your home and family side and also show the passion that you have, because you've got family, you've got passion and romance, you've got love and commitment, we've got intellect here in abundance. It's almost like show all the good portions that you have to enhance your chances of improving this from just an interest to an actual. Just want to see what charms we've got. The cogs is often show the inner workings of you, and it may be areas where you didn't want to express or have thought. Not sure if you have children or not. Ladybird is often around children. It is a nice one that says freedom of worries. You've also got the police shield, which is about protection. We've got the cat, so it tells me they're never, ever, ever, I can't say never, ever enough, discuss ex-partners, because that is one of the biggest turn-offs to anyone. And, you know, this person could have an ex-partner that you might think, oh my God, they were horrible, they were feral, they were this, that, and the other. Never, ever express what your feelings are towards an ex-partner. And even to your own, even if you were married before or with someone else and they were horrible, still do not bring exes into the relationship. The measuring tape, interesting charm, because it actually often expresses don't compare yourself to others. And the old saying, don't measure yourself against somebody else. And I would still say go with confident self, show your inner workings. You've got the graduate scroll as well. I do think it's good. Yeah. So I think that's good. What do you find? Andrea, can you hear me? Oops, hang on, I may have gone flat. Andrea's gone on me. I don't know what's happened to Andrea. Can everybody just let me know if they can hear me? That's what I want to know. So, because Andrea's disappeared on me. Yeah, I don't know. Where am I? Can you guys hear me? Can someone just comment and tell me if you hear me? Andrea, can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Andrea's dropped out, so she'll come back. Let me have a look. Anna, I'm saying the relationship with somebody, because this person is only an interest to you, because you haven't said whether you're actually with this person. All of these show very good signs around the current interest that you have. So I would look at that and say it's not a bad relationship to pursue. So I would say go for it. Hi, Julia Tellez. Sorry, I missed you there. It's always nice to see new subscribers. Thank you for that. I don't know what's happened. My Andrea has dropped out. It could be just her network there. So you've got me. So yeah, she's dropped out altogether now, so you've just got me, guys. So I'll just do another couple. Julia, post a question if you want. Otherwise, we're just stuck in general land. Hi, Mountain Girl 70. That he has feelings about his ex. Is this an issue? When I see a cat there, it could mean that, yes, there is things that need finalising there. Hang on, let me try Andrea again. Can you see me, Andrea? Can you hear us? Because you're just all black. I can't see you. So, you want to know how my person feels and thinks, intentions and actions. All right, let's have a look. So, Kane is support. Right. Okay, so I'll move these up there. I don't know what's happened to her, Andrea. Andrea, we've lost her. Okay. So looking here about, this is for Mountain Girl, wants to know how a person thinks and feels, the intentions and actions. So we're looking at what's a person feel. The cane here is not a bad thing because it actually would tell me they see you as a good supportive person. But the big thing with the cane, when you're looking at how do they feel, I would look at that and say, don't let them walk all over you. Because cane can mean you might be very good at supporting people. Don't let them take advantage of that. Because I'd look at that and say you have a good open heart, but don't let anyone take advantage of you. Fish is about good luck and abundance. Cat here, again, I would look at relationships and saying no, nothing to do with exes, because that there would tell me there's still an ex in and around the picture, and it may be you or it may be them. Rose is a lovely one again, which means passion, romance. You've got family, you've also got ring. I would say the intention of this person is probably quite good, but there needs to be some stuff dealt with a cat, because it would tell me there's an ex or something there that is a problem. What have we got here? We've got Pegasus, which is the warrior horse. Isn't this just magic? It's a little bird in its nest, little pearls. It's actually a necklace. We have, just try and bring it up, it's a little fireman's hat, and that means protection. And we've got the Pegasus, which again means strong protector. This person I'd look at and say, very good family, very good as far as protection goes, always there. The one thing that I'm still concerned is do not let them take advantage of you or your nature. Angel's beautiful. There you go. You couldn't get a better symbol than an angel, because it literally means many blessings along the way. Angel's nice in a relationship because it tells me your soul is meant to be on this path of crossing this person for a reason. Don't look at them and say soul partner. Everybody says, are they my soulmate? And I'd look at that and say, you're meant to collide, but just make sure no one takes advantage of you. So sorry, I'm raving on and off. So I think I'm going to wrap this up because we've had all these technical issues and we've been over an hour and a half now, and I've got a lot of work to do because there's still projects going on in here in the background. And I just want to say thanks to everybody, and I'm trying again. Oh, Andrea's back.
Sorry, I had technical issues with my Bluetooth. I'll never use those again.
Mine I had to turn it off actually. Yeah, because I
Yeah, I
got
don't think I'll
Bluetooth.
use them again because
Yeah,
they disconnect me and I had such a hard time trying to reconnect.
yeah, it is. It's a hassle. I was just saying we'll have to wrap up because
Okay,
we've been here for ages, and I'm just trying
true.
to go through if there's somebody I've missed. Look, I probably have, and I'm so sorry. There's a couple of people that new subscribers and that are joining us. One of them is Julia Teles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a unicorn. I love working with our unicorn books. They are a lot of fun. And I've got
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you. I've got be a unicorn, a mermaid, a flamingo, a llama, or a sloth. I think let's go for a unicorn. So, and I'm just grabbing it. She says there's 3 questions. I have just looked through and I can't see, Julia, if you had a particular question. I'm not sure. So I'm going to flick a unicorn book. So there's our lovely little unicorn. And it says, unicorn thought, why walk when you can skip? I love unicorns. Right, what's unicorns say? We've got the lizard, we've actually got the heart chakra, we've got the male symbol, and we've also got the clover. With the verse, unicorn thought, why walk when you can skip, which means show more of your joys than you do your negatives. The lizard would tell me, though, a little bit more relaxation would be needed. Heart chakra would tell me about relax your emotions a little more. We've also got the male gender sign and the clover here. I'd still look at that and say, a bit more enjoyable times around a male. The clover is really quite lovely because it does mean good luck and abundance that is around you. So let me just have a look. Hi, Tiffany. Hello, Sharon Saylor. But what have you got there for Julia? Andrew?
I'm kind of seeing a toxic situation going on where she needs to open up and really talk, really either confront somebody or open up and talk to somebody about that. This could either be a third person that's really causing something toxic with her, or it could be that she has to reach out to a third party. I'm also seeing that there's something very imbalanced going on within her life, but don't fear because the angel is showing that good news is coming her way.
Oh, it is. Angel's just beautiful when you
Yeah,
see that
angel is
come
very
out.
something pure coming from this. So something very innocent. This could also be showing that she may think something toxic's going on, but it's actually something very innocent going on. So
Yes, yes. So I think that's quite lovely. Triple Moon Goddess, which is Sherry Paulino. You're a mermaid today. Like I said, one's there. I'm just grabbing a few at random. You're a mermaid. Right. What's she in there? Oh, it's like a roller coaster, but it's going through the water. You know, when they dip up in the air and then come through the water. So she's on a roller coaster. So it would tell me literally you need to slow down. Mermaid thought there was nothing to fear but fear itself. So it's literally telling us go feet first and think about it later. That's a bit like me. It comes out and then I think about it later and then I think, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have said that. You've got the drum, you've got the gun, and you've also got the steering wheel. So I'd hate to be anybody on your side when you've got that, because the drum means don't let the anger build within, or again, pistol, the gun, look out who's in the firing line. The steering wheel, though, tells me follow the directions that you want to go, and it literally means the journey is yours. But anyone who gets in your way, it's funny how about fear, they better look out, because it's a bit like drum roll, stand and deliver, and look out who's in the firing line. So what have you got? That's Sherry.
I actually just skipped over to Starfish because I just saw her do a last question. I figured she's the last one on YouTube.
No, that's all
So
right.
she asked, "Will I be able to get a job in Charleston, or should she stay where she is?" And I'm actually seeing that it might be best for her to stay where she is, because with a cross and a bird, it kind of looks like ill intentions if she goes somewhere else or something that's not going to be that she expected. And it could cause her more anxiety, and it could cause also a loss if she goes outside to a different job. But I see doubts if she goes. So overall, I see kind of for her to stay where she is in Charleston, stay where she is now and not go in Charleston for a job.
I would agree. Child here again means keep your eyes wide open. It often means keep it simple, stupid, as they say, the KISS principle. Um, Rose and Cain means again, yes, even though where you are, you may think, oh God, I'm barely getting along. But there, you've got Angel and you've got Rose, which means grow where you are planted. So I'd still say the same. And even when I look here, I can't help but feel mermaid intent would tell me if you make the change, it's moving into literally uncharted waters. I would say stay where you are.
Yeah,
So,
even if she goes and
yeah,
if she tries to get a job in Charleston, I don't think she's going to get what she wants, anyways.
no,
From this right here, it just shows she's not going to get what she wants.
no, no.
It's
I
just going
would
to be more of a
say,
hassle for her.
yeah, I would say stay put. Like I said, Rose is very much grow where
Yeah.
you are planted. So I'm just going to do some randoms.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, well, we've got some fun stuff. We haven't got many people there.
You're welcome.
We've only got 5 people left in our room, so it's like having afternoon tea.
Like
Personal.
the last man standing. Congratulations, everybody. Stick with
Yes,
us.
I know, isn't it awful? Stephanie's got a question. Stephanie
Okay.
Litrico, can we look to see if a future life partner will be coming? So she hasn't got a partner yet, but we
Okay.
need to have a look and see if the life partners.
I usually do a time frame within a year because after a year, you can't really tell much because of free will.
I have to just show you who's my offsider.
Oh, look at your little sidekick.
That's Princess.
Aw.
And we call her a cat dog because she does this and lays and rolls around. See how she claws herself forward. She doesn't do this very often for many people, especially on camera. You're on camera, Princess. And she rolls around because she's like a dog that she likes a belly rub. And we like a belly rub, don't we? Oh,
I like
yeah.
belly rubs too, Princess.
Oh, I'm ticklish. I'd be no good at that. Yeah, but she's like a dog. Yeah, that's it. That's my cat dog. That's actually.
Well,
And
she likes to
also,
be brushed all the time too by
oh, she
Papa
does.
T. She likes
She's
to
very
brush.
demanding. This one. That's Princess, and we call her Mummy Cat. But yes, that's Princess Mummy Cat. So let's get back to work. I just saw her keep rolling around and around there. She was really wanting my attention. So Stephanie's wanting to know about life future partner. Okay, hang on. Oops.
So for me, I don't see it within a year. I'm actually seeing a lot of game playing going on, a lot of dating, and this actually suggests to keep dating. I mean, fish is like more fish in the sea. Keep dating, but I also see Peacock's my superficial card, so I don't know if she's looking for somebody based on their parents, or I'm not saying she's superficial, but
No.
it kind of looks like she has to look deeper. But I don't see it within the year. Maybe after, but this could be possibly somebody from overseas or somebody connected to somewhere not in the range of where she's living. But this monkey makes me think right now it's just a bunch of monkeys she's dating. A lot of playing games and a lot of childish, immature people she's been associating herself with.
Let me just have a look. I'm trying to have a look. I'm just hoping I didn't miss somebody there, and I think I have, so I'm sorry. Sharon Saylor, I can't remember if you asked a question, Sharon. I know you've been with us all the way through, so throw a question at me. We are going down to nearly last man standing, Andrea. So we've got Sharon. She says, did I miss a reading? Tiffany Thacker, while I'm waiting for you, Sharon.
Oh, I
Tiffany,
just scrolled up and saw her question now, Sharon's.
oh, what was it?
Sorry, Sharon. She has an opportunity to take on a job for extra money. as a side job. She was
Ah.
wondering if this could benefit her. Let's see.
Sherry, yes, we did your reading. I think I did the book charms. Yes,
Actually,
Sherry.
I'm going to reshuffle because I'm getting the same cards
Yeah.
as I just got.
And Sherry's asking me, am my Alice smaller? Yes, these are the mini ones. They're in the Etsy store. Some people choose to get the bridge. Some people get the minis.
Yeah, I have.
Great. Minis are great for camera because, especially when you have multiple people.
This is
Yeah.
her bridge and this is her mini.
Yeah, and they are. It's what they call European mini, so it's a little bit longer than the standard little mini cards. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I think this will actually be a great benefit to her, Sharon, if she, for the extra money for the side job. It looks like it's going to open up another opportunity for her, but also it's going to get her out of being enclosed. So I don't know if this is, you're working from home now, or if this is something that's a different atmosphere, but it's going to give you a different view of things. I definitely, the ring, commitment. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to benefit you in a lot of ways. Not only is it going to benefit you with a different kind of opportunity of view and financially, but I think it's going to actually introduce you to other people too. Because you got the ladies here, the mermaid.
Yeah, she says she's working from home.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
this definitely is going to get you out of the house. So that definitely is going to different view of things, environment.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just going to do a lucky last, and I'm going to use a llama, and it's to Tiffany Thacker. So I'm just going to, you got to be a llama. Sherry's just asked me the question, do I have the Greek cup another colour? No, Sherry, they are an older cup from things, so they are vintage, and they only ever came in red. They never came in any other colour. So they are very rare for me to find, and that the red Greek cup is the only one and only that I actually have in the Etsy store. Tiffany's given me a question. Will I be able to move? To move soon. So let's have a look. Will I be able to move soon? Right. Helps when I'm up the right way. I'm a card flipper, not a turner. The ship would tell me a move, but a little bit slower than probably what you want, because it means movement, but slow. The anchor and the bird would tell me you need to sit down, have a good talk to the people of who is involved with this move, because you've got chat communication or talk communication to an anchor. So it would tell me discussions around security and something that you need to have a look at a little bit harder. The book behind it there, it's almost like, what are you missing when you are looking at the move or the relocation? Because the book is what you cannot see because it is pointing away and behind the bird. So I'd say, look at a couple of things: your finances, the physical environment. Is it the right environment you want to move to, such as right community, right home, house, apartment? Is that the right one that suits your needs and your requirements? And I'd look there and say, there's something you may be missing, so start the communication about it. These here, house is very good, that tells me, yes, you will move. But your tent here, it's almost like you're going one move for a short term, then you're doing a long term, because your tent is pointing to the house at the back door. So it's almost like you're doing one as a short term move, like an interim, before you get to where you want to be in your long haul. I'd say, yes, you will move, but it's going to take a bit longer than your time frame. So that's what I would be looking at. I just want to point out too, I've had a question there, Daniela Riswick. We don't actually discuss pregnancies or health, anything to do with babies and or children and fertility.
You're welcome, Sharon.
Yeah, so thank you. But yeah, no, we don't actually go into those. And the main reason is, and it's not that we don't do pregnancy and children readings, I do them personally, and so does Andrea. but a live platform for a few minutes isn't the right environment when we're dealing with something that's so important, delicate, and emotional. So, and it's not that we don't do it per se, but not in a live
There's so many
atmosphere.
layers to medical readings.
Yeah, and
So
it
many
is.
layers.
Yeah, and it is.
It's not just a
And
quick yes and no question.
no, but that's fine. Well, I just want to say, everyone, thanks very much for joining us today. And we had earlier the lovely Wilma Wilson, and she's from Alternative Solutions. The details are in the description box. And we have currently with me is the lovely Andrea Jacob, and she is from Whispering Souls. And Andrea also has YouTube, Facebook, and Etsy. So please feel free to click on those. And both Andrea and Wilma do online readings, so you can go and contact them, and they do the personal side of it. So, but thanks anyway, everyone, for joining us, and look forward to seeing you
Bye.
again
Have a good
soon.
night, everybody, or good day, wherever
Okay,
you're
bye
from.
everyone.
Bye. Take care, everyone.